Hi, everybody. Welcome into War Memorial Stadium for tonight's 2013 homecoming game between the Cubs and the Monomoy Sharks. The kick is underway. The Crusaders field it slipped up at the 27-yard line. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Crusaders. The Crusaders to this game after last week's tough loss to Mashpee. They lost a close one last week, and tonight they're playing Monomoy, and this should be an interesting contest. The Crusaders appear to have more talent than Monomoy, so we'll have to see what happens here. We're just underway, 1st and 10 for the Crusaders. They're going to spot the ball at the 29-yard line. Sean Feely under center. The give is to McGrath, trying to get over to the right side, and he's going to be brought down by a host of Sharks players. And he's going to lose 2, and it's going to be 2nd down and 12. And they'll spot the ball back at the 27-yard line, where it'll be 2nd down to the clock running here for the Crusaders. Joe Poirier runs in this plays for the lines from the sidelines for the Crusaders. He is in the slot to the right. The handoff to Rudolph. Rudolph down the sidelines, and Rudolph is taken out of bounds at about the 45-yard line. Rudolph showing his speed. His speed is as quick as he can get to the outside. The Crusaders pick up a 1st down with the clock running out to the 45-yard line. About a 17-yard gain for Rudolph. That's Spooner getting to the far side of the field. Spooner breaks free. Spooner down to the 20-yard line and pushed out of bounds there.
On the carry. That's another Crusader 1st down.
35-yard run by Jake Spooner, the senior captain. And it looks like
26.
He steps out of bounds at the 26-yard line. So the Crusaders marching down the field on the first drive. Handoff straight up the middle, and going nowhere is Chris McGrath. Chris McGrath probably get a yard.
Pick up a 1 on the play, 2nd and 9.
2nd down and 9.
25.
For the Crusaders in the first drive of the game that started back at the 29-yard line. 2 big runs to the outside by Brandon Rudolph. And Jake Spooner puts the Crusaders in good position inside Shark territory. Again, this time here on the inside handoff going to Jake Spooner. Excuse me, that was the carry. He'll pick up 7. It's going to be 3rd down and 3.
3rd and 2.
Ryan Feely getting the plays. And the Crusaders are faced with their first 3rd down situation of the ball game. Feely's going to give it to Spooner. Spooner cuts, jives, 1st down and more. Pushes the pile through to the 9-yard line.
Jake Spooner on the carry. That's another Crusader 1st down. 1st and goal.
Spooner moves the chains with 7:47 to go. And the clock running here. Don't forget, coming up at halftime, we'll have all the homecoming festivities. And we want to welcome back all the alumni who came out to tonight's game. Rudolph cuts through the left side of the line. Slices his way.
Picks up 7 on the play.
Picks up 7. Looks like he's going to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's going to be 2nd down and goal to go for the Crusaders.
Timeout, Monomoy.
Monomoy takes a timeout. So now the Crusaders looking at second down and goal to go. And now the flags fly. This is probably going to be offensive if somebody jumped before the snap. False start on the Crusaders.
False start
so
on the
they'll march
Crusaders.
them back 5 yards, and it's going to be
Five-yard
second
penalty.
down
That'll
and
bring up
9.
second and goal from the 7.
Excuse me, second down and 7. Right, 5 minus 2 to get 7, not 9. That's what happens when you go to Plymouth, Carver. Roger and I made it through. Of course, Roger made it 15 years before me, but that's all right. We won't discuss age. Second down to go, 7 yards to go. The pitch goes to Spooner. Cuts it upfield, picks up the tackle to the Crusaders. Get a touchdown at 6:45. A 71-yard touchdown drive.
7-yard touchdown run, Jake Spooner.
So the Crusaders pick up a 6. And here comes the conversion. Looking for 2, but flags fly, the whistle blows. And it's going to be a false start on the Crusaders. So they'll march that back for the conversion here. Let's see what the Crusaders elect to do. As Nate Shaw runs out of the field. Maynard goes to the far side, right. Spooner in motion, the handoff. Spooner gets about a yard or 2 on the conversion, but there's a flag thrown. And now now the 5 yards that the Crusaders lost, they're gonna gain back, and we're right back where we started from after the touchdown.
Offside against Monomoy. One more try, extra points.
So they move the ball up 5 yards for the Crusaders, and the Sharks get flagged for offside. And Ryan Feely brings his group out. And the handoff goes to number 22, Brandon Rudolph. Rudolph turns it in and picks up the extra point. And they turn it around and bring it back upfield with the score. The Carver Crusaders 8 and the Monomoy Sharks nothing. You're coming to you live from on CCAT from the War Memorial Stadium. The Carver Crusaders kicking off. Christian McGrath with the ball on his 40. It's an end over end. Taken by the Sharks up to the 25-30. Good speed there. Getting close to midfield. Across the 40. It's a good thing he did not break that last group there. He would have been long gone as there was a lot of green pasture in front of him. And Monomoy takes over. They'll have the ball first and 10, 6:34 remaining. And they're going to spot it at the 42-yard line. Not a lot of size for the Sharks. We'll see if they have some speed here. Strong side right formation. Handoff straight up the middle. There's a big pile of Crusader players, but the Sharks aren't going to get anywhere. Quinton DeShaw was in on that stop.
Pick up a 3, 2nd and 7 from the 46.
Along with Peter Barrows. But they'll get 4 yards on the play. It's going to be 2nd down. Four yards to go for the Sharks. Out of the shotgun now. Let's see. Nothing there. He is wrapped up very quick. Jake Patota. Right there behind him.
Loss of 3
The
on the play.
junior, the
That'll bring
5'9",
up
175 pounds.
3rd and
Got in the backfield.
10.
And the Sharks are right back where they lost of 2 on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and 8. As it looks like they'll spot the ball at the 44-yard line. Again, out of the shotgun. Quick flare out to the near side, fumble on the play. Crusaders jump on it, Zach
Incomplete
Bird,
pass.
but it's going to be
Incomplete.
considered incomplete.
4th down.
And this brings up 4th down. Well, the Crusaders side seem to think that the Sharks held on to it long enough. And bunny formation right now. Mike Maynard back deep. And Jake Spooner. The ball's going to get over the head. And now he gets it off. Unbelievable. Picked up and down immediately by Joey Poria. There is a flag back at the 35-yard line. We'll see what the call is here. It was thrown by the referee. It's going to be against the Crusaders. We'll have to see here. They're discussing it on both sides. Running into the kicker. So they're going to repeat 4th down. That is a very tough call because the ball went over. Once he starts running with the ball, he's free game. The ball went over his head.
Into the kicker.
He picked it up, started running.
Down.
So they're going to replay 4th down here. So now he's going to keep it. Now he's going to keep it. And he's going to make it. He's going to get the 1st down into the near sideline before he is brought out of bounds. Excuse me, before he's
Monomoy 1st down.
Jake Patota.
Inside Crusader territory at the 35.
So Monomoy's big break there.
1st and 10 Sharks at the 35.
The Sharks pick up a huge break on the penalty. The penalty is actually ball goes over his head. He picks it up, he starts running with it. He runs about 5-6 yards, then kicks it. That's still running into the kicker, or? It is, okay. All right. So, but it's a 5-yard, but it was a 5-yard penalty, but that 5-yard penalty has given the Sharks a little bit of life. Pass complete on the in slant. And they'll move the chains at a pass of 10 yards.
1st and 10. 1st and 10 Sharks at the Crusader 23-yard line.
4:23 remaining here in the first. Ball is going to be spotted at the 23-yard line.
Come on, D!
Looking to toughen up the D right in the middle and going nowhere.
No way.
Getting
2nd
into
and
the
10.
backfield very quickly is Quinton DeShaw, the almost
DeShaw on the
200-pounder junior. The defensive end got in good penetration. No gain on the play. Second down and 10 for the Sharks. They send a man, 2 men, one to the far side, left in, also to the near side, out of the shotgun. Back to throw, looks, fires to the far side of the field. has a man, and the pass is complete. And a touchdown for
Pass is
the
complete.
Sharks.
That's a touchdown for the Sharks.
Joey Poirier was on the recovery. That is a 23-yard touchdown pass for the Sharks. So Monomoy out of the I formation for the conversion to tie the ball game up. Passes on the fade, and it's going to be incomplete. Good
Carver,
coverage by
extra point is no
Mike
good. Your score with 3:21 left in the first quarter. Your Crusaders 8, Monomoy 6.
.321 remaining. Monomoy kick it off. Spooner back deep for the Crusaders. It's going to go to the up man. That is number 5, Chris McGrath. McGrath turning up to the middle of the field, finding a hole, gets the seam out to the 45-yard line, and still going. Oh my goodness. That was the Crusaders, 11 guys pushing
Chris McGrath on
the Sharks, 11 guys, a good 10-yard line.
At the 46-yard line.
Boy, that's going to pump you up.
Crusaders.
That was 11 Crusaders pushing back 11 Sharks for a good 10 yards extra. Good play by Chris McGrath for the Crusaders. Timeout taken by the Crusaders with 3:05 remaining.
Come on, Carver!
First and 10 for the Crusaders. Rudolph in motion. It's going to go to McGrath. Now Feely's going to try to push McGrath after he picks up a couple.
Picks up 2. That'll bring up 2nd and 8 from the 44.
Second down and 8 for the Crusaders, out to the 44-yard line, inside Shark territory. So we talk about how crucial that that fake punt was that the Sharks ran that led to their touchdown, which probably never would have happened if running into the kicker. So made it to the far side right. That's Spooner in motion. He's going to get the handoff. He's going to turn it upfield. He's going to get 8 yards, 9 yards, out to about the 12-yard line. And so far, the Sharks have not been able to stop Jake Spooner.
From the Shark, 34-yard line.
They're going to drop it at the far side of the field at the 34-yard line. The clock running with 2 minutes to go here in the first. Rudolph in motion. He's going to get it. Rudolph's going to turn it upfield. Big time. He's down to the 10, 5. Look out, the speed for Brandon Rudolph. And 6 more points for the Carver Crusaders and a 34-yard touchdown run for Brandon Rudolph. The conversion on the way. The speed of Brandon Rudolph and the power of Jake Spooner and Chris McGrath being shown here tonight. Feely gives the pitch to Spooner. Spooner's going to head to the cone, and he's in for 2 more. And the 2-point conversion is good as we turn it around and bring it back upfield with the score. The Carver Crusaders 16 and the Monomoy Sharks 6. 1:46 remaining. This is Crusader football on CCAT. Chris McGrath getting set to kick it off from the 40-yard line. Gets it end over end, and it's going to drop and roll and die there. That is a live ball. Here's part of the problem on the field tonight, and that is we had some heavy rain earlier today. As a matter of fact, we had about 3 hours of heavy rain. Game time was at 7 o'clock. The rain ended at about 3, so that field is still a little bit on the soggy side there, so there's not going to be a lot of ball bouncing around here. That ball's just going to pretty much just die right on that field although the field looked like it had pretty good drainage tonight. Must have been so dry as we haven't had any rain. So field's in good shape. Mr. Mazzilli, thank you so much. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 on the far side. Strong side right out of the shotgun, back to throw. Looks, fires on a slant across the middle. A pickup of 11 yards. Jake Spooner in on the stop.
11 first down shots. 1st and 10 from the Crusader, 32-yard line.
Cutting into the middle, and the Sharks move the chains after a gain of 11. They'll put the ball down at the 32-yard line. Sharks bring it out of the huddle. They send him in wide receiver to the far side, left and right. The quarterback's going to keep it, and he's going to go nowhere. Nope. Tackle made by Zach Burt.
No gain, 2nd and 10.
He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. So far, the defensive ends of the Crusaders and their front line have been pretty much no match against the offensive line for the Sharks. Keeper going to try to get to the outside. Going to, again, try to cut back to the inside. He slips up. Back out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and it's going to be 3rd down and 5.
3rd and 5 from the 37.
As the clock winds down here in the first quarter. And that's going to do it. We're going to turn around along the field here. At the end of the first, the Carver Crusaders 16, the Monomoy Sharks 6. We'll continue with Crusader football right here on CCAT. Back to throw, looks, fires down the middle, pass broken up. Brandon Rudolph had his hands on it.
That'll bring up 4th and 5.
We're looking back at now another 4th down. The last time the Sharks had a 4th down, they picked up a 1st down, which ended up leading to a touchdown. For the Crusaders, it is Jake Spooner and Mike Maynard back deep. And Monomoy's going to think this one over on 4th and 5. With the ball at the 38-yard line. Monomoy had 10 men on the field. So now they'll pick up an 11. And they jump into punt formation. And this time here, he gets it away. It's a wobbly kick taken by Maynard at the 40, across the 45, and back up to the 47-yard line, where the Crusaders will have it 1st and 10. And so far,
the Crusader 47.
The Crusaders are 2 for 2 on their drives on offense. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Crusaders. Peter Barrows, the center. Poirier to the far side left. It's going to be McGrath McGrath gets rung up after about a yard. Forward motion
McGrath
stop.
and Gary pick up a 1. 2nd and 9 from the 48.
It'll be 2nd down and 9. There's Brandon getting the crowd going once again. It's tough enough to do that, but even tougher when you're in a full trot. That's what he does stairs that I always watch. 2nd down. Rudolph turns it upfield. He's going to have a scene. Through a couple of defenders, picks up the 1st down inside Shark territory. They're going to put the ball right down at the 40-yard line. Brandon Rudolph running well. And picks up another Crusader 1st down. The 2013 homecoming edition of the Carver Crusaders. That's Spooner to the near side, turns it upfield, gets pushed out of bounds at about the 26, 27-yard line.
That's another Crusader 1st down. Jake Spooner on the carry.
29, the referee is going to spot it there.
1st and 10 inside Monomoy territory at the 29.
Where he stepped out. Monomoy tough on the tackling tonight. Strong side right. It's going to be Rudolph turning it upfield to the far side of the field to the 25. Dropped down by several Monomoy players. It'll be a 9-yard gain. Maybe an 8. All right, so I've gone down from 9 to 7. That's all right. Thank you, guys.
Pick up of
I
7.
appreciate that.
3.
It's going to be 2nd down and 3. Bad spotting by the referee, we'll call it. Strike side right. Feely inside to McGrath. McGrath, he's going to go. In the end zone, touchdown. Chris McGrath.
Chris McGrath, touchdown Crusaders. That's a 22-yard touchdown run.
The Crusaders, no, they don't want to tackle. Well, here's what I can see happening is Rudolph, Spooner, and McGrath are getting a full head of steam by the time they get to those linebackers and the defensive backs, and they just do not want to touch them. Here comes the conversion. Feely under center. The pitch is going to go to Spooner. Spooner will pick up the 2 and will turn it around and bring it upfield with the score.
Extra point is good.
Carver Crusaders 24, the Monomoy Sharks 6. This is homecoming and Crusader football on CCAT. Off the kickoff. Monomoy out to the 45, down into about the 46-yard line. And Monomoy takes over with 7:35 remaining. Don't forget, coming up at halftime, we're going to introduce the King and Queen and their court. First and 10 for Monomoy, 7:35 here in the first half to go. Strong side right, out of the shotgun, back to throw, looks, fires down the middle, passes incomplete.
2nd and 10.
That'll be 2nd down and 10. So, Monomoy down 24-6. Small team. The Crusaders are definitely winning the battles in the trenches here. Out of the shotgun, back to throw, looks, fires a bad pass to the near side. It's incomplete. The nearest Crusader defender was Chris McGrath, the senior captain, 5'9", 175 pounds.
3rd and 10.
Definitely a football fanatic. Now it's going to be 3rd down and 10. Cloudy night, temperature 60 degrees here at game time. Strong side right for the Sharks, back to throw, looks, slips but stays on his feet. He's going to turn it upfield and he's going to be close to a 1st down. Looks like they're going to spot it at about the 45-yard line in Crusader territory. He's going to be shy by a couple of yards, a gain of 8. Yep, there's going to be a timeout. There's an injury on the field. So the Sharks are going to come out of this timeout with the ball at the 45-yard line. They're going to need to get to the, let's call it the 38-yard line for a 1st down. Quarterback's under center. He's going to try to push his way through, and he just might have done it. It's going to be close. The chain gang is angling themselves, and they give it to him on a good spot there.
1st down, Monomoy.
So Monomoy picks up the 1st down.
The Crusader, 43-yard line.
Gets it down to the 43. First and 10 for the Sharks. The handoff. Sharks are trying to turn up there. No, he's not going anywhere. Joey Poirier in on the stop.
On the tackle. Loss of 3. 2nd and
3-yard loss for the
46.
Sharks. Now we're looking at 2nd down and 13. It's good to like the officials. And it's also good to have the officials like us. Back to throw, looking, fires, pass complete. Avoids a tackle, sidesteps another, and heading for pay dirt. He's going to be shy. I'm sorry. He's going to be shy down to about the 2-yard line.
Pass is complete. That'll bring up Monomoy. 1st and goal inside the 5-yard line at the 3.
So Monomoy will have it 1st and goal. And another timeout, this time by the Crusaders. They're going to think things over. 4:55 remaining here in the 1st half. With the score, the Carver Crusaders 24, the Sharks 6. It's 1st and goal to go from the 3-yard line. You're watching Crusader Sports on CCAT.
Clap your hands, stomp your feet. Let's all listen to the rhythm of the Carver beat. Here goes. Clap your hands, stomp your feet. Let's all listen to the rhythm of the Carver.
1st and 10. Susie, 1st and goal from the 3. Monomoy back to throw, looks, fires into a crowd. The pass is incomplete. Mike Maynard on the coverage.
Pass is incomplete. 2nd down.
And it's going to be 2nd down and 3. With 4:44 remaining here in the 1st. Monomoy knocking on the doorstep once again. All right, so that's a first. First year, they're breaking tradition here. Instead of convertibles, they're going to be riding on trucks. Out of the shotgun for Monomoy. Now he's going to take it in, spins, and gets in there for a touchdown with a Shark player injured back at about the 4-yard line. All right, so the injury timeout for the Sharks is over. He gets up on his own power. And the conversion on the way. A 3-yard touchdown run for the Sharks. With the conversion, looking for 2 out of the shotgun. He's going to keep it himself, and he's going to get in there, and the side judge says, yes, sir. That makes the score 24, and the Sharks, the Crusaders 24, the Sharks 14. We'll turn around, bring it up. 4 minutes, 41 seconds to go before the half. This is Crusader football on CCAT. All right, Monomoy set to kick it off out at the 40-yard line. And McGrath's knee goes down, and they're going to put it at the 22-yard line. So the Crusaders take over. First and 10. They are perfect on offense. That includes being 3 for 3 with touchdowns.
First and 10 from their own 23-yard line.
Touchdowns from Jake Spooner, Brandon Rudolph, and Chris McGrath. And they're going to have 4 minutes and 38 seconds to work here in the first half. The handoff goes to Spooner. He barrels his way. Excuse me. That was Chris McGrath. McGrath pulls and carries his way for a gain of 11 yards. .416. That handoff. The handoff goes to McGrath again. He got in a big pile of Shark players. There's a flag on the field. Have to see what the call is. Seemed to be. I think it's holding. I think it's going to be a holding call. Yep. That is a holding call on the Crusaders.
Holding on the Crusaders. Replay first down. Loss of 10.
So it'll still be first down now instead of first down in first and 10. It's going to be now first and 25. First and 20. I'm sorry. Little shift there to Jake Spooner. Spooner's going to pick up.
Pass is complete. Field to Spooner.
25 in the play. Actually, looked like
that's a first down.
Crusader first down, and they're going to put it at
First and 10 Crusaders from their own 46-yard line.
At the 46-yard line. I thought he got more than that, but it looks like he stepped out there. And the clock continues to run with 3:45 remaining. Strong side right. It's going to be Rudolph. Rudolph runs into his own play, now bounces off, and he's going to get about 10 yards on the play before the Sharks bring him down.
2nd and 1.
Rudolph, McGrath, and Spooner all running strong tonight. They have a full head of steam by the time they get into that defensive backfield.
Timeout, Monomoy.
Second down for the Crusaders. Spooner's going to go to the 30. Cuts in the inside of the 20. Cuts it back again to the inside. Down to the goal line. Touchdown. Jake Spooner. 45 yards
Spuda!
for Jake Spuda.
45-yard touchdown run.
Here comes the conversion. Boy, he did some nice jogs. What a great run! Rudolph turns it upfield, and the Crusaders are now a perfect 4 for 4 on offense as we turn it around, bring it back upfield with the score. The Carver Crusaders 32, the Monomoy Sharks 14. There is a Crusader down to the field. We'll take a break. You're watching Crusader Sports from War Memorial Stadium on CCAT. 2:55 remaining here in the first half. Lucky Maiden now coming in on special teams. Kick is high, end over end. Taking him at the 20, now fumbled. Picked up at the 22 to the 30. And he's going to get out to the 36-yard line, where it's going to be 1st and 10 for Monomoy. Monomoy has actually had their way on offense. Monomoy will get the ball at the start to start the second half. Out of the shotgun, back to throw, looks, fires deep downfield, passes up for grabs, pass is complete. What a catch by the Monomoy tackler, Joe Poirier. Into the stop, he went up and got it. That is his second spectacular catch. I wish we had a roster to actually say his name.
First down, Monomoy.
It's going to be 1st and 10. As Monomoy has not gone to sleep just yet. Timeout. As we get ready for halftime festivities for the 2013 homecoming salute to the King, Queen, and Court. We'll be bringing it to you. It's going to be 1st down and 10. They can get a 1st down at just inside the 1-yard line. Monomoy back to throw, looks, fires the fade. What another catch, touchdown.
Touchdown, Monomoy.
At an 11-yard touchdown pass for the Sharks. They're going to put up 6. They are 3 for 4 on offense. So, here comes the conversion here. And a wild first half. And he's not going to let her get in there. So my score sheet is just about full here as we turn it around and bring it upfield. With the score, the Carver Crusaders 32, the Monomoy Sharks 20. We'll take a break with 2:06 remaining here in the first half. Ball dropped at the 40 for the kickoff. Monomoy, they're going to be going right to left. Here they come. Gets a end over end. Taken by the Crusaders up to the 20-25. That is Rudolph. Rudolph seeing a little bit of daylight. Getting out across the 45 to about the 46-yard line. And a crazy game here. Who had the over-under at 55?
Crusaders run it back to their own.
So now the Crusaders,
47. First and 10.
who has basically
from
just
the
been
47.
one better than Monomoy. They are perfect 4 for 4 on offense. They're going to be starting this drive at their 46-yard line. As the Crusaders now give the pitch to Spooner. Spooner, midfield to the 40. 35, across the 30 before he is pushed out of bounds at the 29-yard line. So I'm going to have to turn my page over.
Jake Spooner on the carry. That's a Crusader first down. First and 10 at the Monomoy 29-yard line.
Crusaders have it first and 10. First and 10 for the Crusaders, strong side right. It's going to be Rudolph again. He's going to turn it to the inside, and he's going to pick up 11 on the play. Good enough for another Crusader first down. And a timeout taken by the Crusaders.
Timeout Crusaders.
With a minute 17 left to play.
At the Monomoy 16-yard line.
So nobody yet. There's basically, that's it. There's been one offensive stop here. Monomoy's second stop on their second possession. They were the only ones that stopped. They were stopped. Crusaders have yet to been stopped, and they're knocking on the door once again. This time again inside the red zone. And again, this time Chris McGrath.
Chris McGrath on the carry. That's a Crusader touchdown.
Chris McGrath and the Crusaders a perfect 5 for 5 tonight here at War Memorial Stadium. Here comes the conversion. Feely under center. Handoff. And 2 more by Jake Spooner as we turn it around and bring it back upfield with exactly 1 minute to go with the score. The Carver Crusaders up by 20. They lead the Monomoy Sharks 40-20. We'll have more coming to you from the grounds of the Carver Middle High School campus at War Memorial Stadium. Doug Lazard, Rich Goulart, and the entire group here at CCAT bringing you the 2013 homecoming game. We want to welcome all the alumni. They came back here today. I see a few of them out there. Welcome back. And of course the big homecoming dance Saturday night. Everybody's looking forward to that. And the Lady Crusaders cheerleaders doing their jumping jacks. They do every time a Crusader scores. End over end, taken by the Sharks. At the 19 to the 30. Spins out to the 35, pushes ahead to the 39-yard line. Where Monomoy will take it. First and 10 out with the clock running at 44 seconds. Now it's stopped. 44 seconds, first and 10, down by 20.
At their own 38-yard line.
So Monomoy's going to have to do this. If they're going to shoot it up in the air, they're going to do this quick. They have no more timeouts remaining. Out of the shotgun, back to throw, looks, Sharks finds, incomplete! Picked off by Brandon Rudolph. And the
Picked off by
Crusaders
Rudolph.
inside Shark territory have possession again.
Crusaders take
They've been
over.
perfect.
Inside Monomoy territory.
They're going to have it at the 41-yard line. Brandon Rudolph. And the Crusaders have it 1st and 10. Crusaders with some time, and I do believe a couple of timeouts. Strong side right. Feely back to throw. Looks, fires downfield. Pass is intended for Mike Maynard, but it's just over his fingertips.
Feely's pass to Maynard. It's incomplete. That'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Straight shot down the middle, had his man beat. Feely just so slightly overthrew him. Second down and 10. Poria to the far side left. Handoff Rudolph. Rudolph turns it upfield. He's going to get tripped up out to the 34, 35-yard line. The Crusaders take a timeout.
Timeout, Crusaders.
With 8 seconds to go, it's going to be 3rd down and 4. Don't forget, immediately following, the halftime festivities are going to be coming your way. The introduction of the King and Queen in the court of the 2013 Carver High School homecoming. Feely gives the pitch to Sporter. Sporter looking to throw, fires downfield, and the pass is incomplete. And that'll do it here at halftime with the score. The Carver Crusaders 40, the Monomoy Sharks 20. We're going to have all the halftime festivities coming your way in just a couple of moments. You're watching Crusader Sports on CCAT. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to introduce the 2013 homecoming King Queen of their court. In the first truck, she is a member of the Student Council, Executive Board, Student Government, Peer Leaders, SAD, National Honor Society, Peer Advisory, and after high school she plans to go to college for engineering. The Prince participates in the Student Council, Executive Board, Drama, assists in the middle school drama program, the Best Buddies program, and Student Government. After high school, he wants to go to New York or Los Angeles, and he hopes to pursue a performing arts career. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Jessica Ferguson and Tristan Marshall. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Princess and Prince. The Princess is a member of the Student Government, Peer Leaders, a cappella, the National Honor Society, and Peer Advisory. After high school, Jess wants to go to college for criminology and become an MIT. Please welcome Princess Jess Rizzuto. Riding with Jess is a member of the soccer team, the Captain's Council, Peers Helpers, Advisory, a cappella, and the senior class government. After high school, he wants to attend a known business college and become a successful businessman who makes billions. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Tyler Johnson. In the next truck, the Princess is a member of the Student Government and National Honor Society. After high school, she wants to major in film production. Her dream college is Emerson, and she eventually wants to go to Los Angeles and hopes to travel to London. While the Prince is a member of the a cappella, drama club, jazz ensemble, math club, Gay Straight Alliance, Broadway Review, The Morning Show, and National Honor Society. After high school, he wants to go to college for a neuroscience, get his master's, and go on to research the effects of sound and music to the brain. Welcome, Corrine Sherwood and Josh Goodman. And now, please welcome this princess is a member of the executive board, a student council member, student government, peer leaders, SAD, peer advisory, and a track captain. After high school, she wants to go to college for genetics. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Princess Brittany McCarran. Riding next to the princess is a prince who participates in golf, tennis, mock trial, and he plans on after high school just to be happy. Please welcome Prince Ben Bonifant. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to introduce this year's King and Queen of the 2013 Carver High School Homecoming. The Queen is a member of the Student Council, the Executive Board, the Drama, Mock Trial, and Student Government. After high school, she wants to attend a college that'll give her a purpose to her life, dance anywhere possible, and draw as much attention. Now the King participates in varsity soccer, a senior class government, CCAT, mock trial, and is a member of the culinary team. And after high school, Sam wants to spend 4 years at UMass Amherst. Ladies and gentlemen, this year's King and Queen, Kerry Walsh and Sam Reed. Ladies and gentlemen, give a big round of applause for the 2013 King and Queen in their court. And have a great time at the dance tomorrow night. We'll have more halftime coming up right here on CCAT. You're watching Crusader Sports. Welcome back. As the halftime festivities conclude here at War Memorial Stadium, the Carver Crusaders have scored more points here than I think I've ever seen them score in a first half. That is 40. Monomoy has 20. Now Monomoy won recapping the first half, Monomoy won the toss and deferred. The Crusaders received and they went 71 yards in 3 minutes and 15 seconds. Capped off there by a 7-yard touchdown run by Jake Spooner. But Monomoy came right back for 3 minutes and 24 seconds on a 57-yard drive. It was a 23-yard touchdown pass by the Sharks. That made it 8-6. Then the Crusaders picked up 2 in a row. 34 yards by Brandon Rudolph, 22 yards by Chris McGrath. That made it 24-6. The Sharks came back, closing the gap within 10 on a 3-yard touchdown run. And then 45 yards again for Jake Spooner. That made it 32-14. And in 50 seconds, Monomoy came back on an 11-yard touchdown run, on an 11-yard touchdown pass. That made it 32-20. And as we closed out the half, with under 2 minutes, Chris McGrath picked up another touchdown. It was his second of the game. That made it 40-20. That was a 16-yard touchdown run. So the Crusaders kicking off here, right to left. Monomoy picks it up at the 30-yard line to the 45, trying to cut to the inside, and is downed at midfield.
Monomoy returns the ball inside Crusader territory.
Well, they'll have the ball first and 10.
From the Crusader 49-yard line.
At the Crusader 49, let's see, where they'll spot it here. We'll spot it at the 49-yard line. Just on the inside mark of the midfield. So first and 10 for Monomoy out of the shotgun. Back to throw, looks, fires down the middle of the field. It should have been caught out of the hands of a Shark player, Jake Spooner, for the Crusaders into the coverage. That's going to bring up second down and 10. As we just mentioned earlier, it is the most points I've seen in 13 years in a single half scored by a Crusader team. But it's also one of the longest halves I've ever seen here at War Memorial Stadium. That includes Thanksgiving. Trying to cut it upfield, and he is met and brought down by Mikey Maynard. And he's getting a scolding from the referee there, and it's going to drop back about 6 yards on the loss. So it's going to be third down.
Third down. Loss of 7, third and 17.
It's a 7-yard loss. They're going to put the ball down to the near hash mark at the 44-yard line. Back to throw for the Sharks. Avoids one tackle. And not that one. Brought down by number 51, Peter Barrows.
Barrows on the tackle.
He avoided Quinton
down.
Deshaw. Deshaw went up to block the pass. He went down low, got escape, but by that time Barrows was already in the backfield. And another loss. That front line of the Crusaders have played very well. Willis, Barrows, Deshaw, and number 53, Evan Rutt. They'll kick it away. They'll let it bounce. It'll take a Sharks roll, and the Crusaders will pick it up and have it at the 26-yard line.
Carver takes
7:36
from their own 20
remaining here in the third quarter. It's going to be first and 10 for the Crusaders, led out into the field by junior quarterback Ryan Feely. Chris Zamora, part of that front line, has worked very well today. Along with Deshaw, Barrows. In motion, that's Rudolph. Rudolph avoids one tackle, picks up the block downfield, and he is met there by a couple of Sharks players and dropped down after a gain of 12.
That's a Crusader first down. Crusader ball, first and 10.
12 yards on the game. Good enough for a Crusader first down.
First and 10 from the 38.
Under the near hash mark at the 38-yard line. Spooner in motion. It's going to go to McGrath. Voids the front line tackles. Picks up more. Still on his feet to the 20, 35. Down to the 33-yard line. And another big run by Chris McGrath.
McGrath from the carry. First and 10. Inside Monomoy territory.
He's been doing it all game. Inside now the Crusaders. Once again inside Monomoy territory. They have pretty much been perfect on offense today. McGrath again up the middle. He fumbled on this one here. Monomoy
On the play. Recovered by the shot.
picks up the ball and they will have it. So it's a turnover by the Crusaders.
First and 10, Monomoy from their own 29-yard line.
Sharks have it. Clock running, 5:56 remaining. On the near hash mark, Monomoy sends a receiver to the far side left. Back to throw. Throws to the far, and it's incomplete. Again, through the hands of a Sharks receiver. He has had pretty steady hands all game, made a couple of spectacular catches, one for a touchdown. Couldn't haul that one in. It's going to be second down. Second down and 10. Ball at the 29-yard line. Back to throw, looks, fires again to the far side of the field. He's going to overshoot his receiver.
Pass is incomplete again.
Joe Poirier in on the coverage. Watch out for Brandon Walsh. And the Carver Crusader Pep Band here tonight. Third down. Continue along the festivities here tonight. Pass is complete with some running room. Spooner, it looks like he made the tackle, but it's going to be good enough for a first down.
That's good for a Monomoy first down.
Monomoy's going to move the chains
First and 10 at their own.
at the 42-yard line. So the Sharks dig themselves out of a hole, pick up a first down. With 4:50 remaining here in the third. Double receivers to the near side. Back to throw, looks, under pressure, now scrambles out of it. Now looking, now fires downfield, and the pass is complete. At the 30-yard line, what a great catch and run. Now he fumbles it, and the Crusaders have it. He fumbled it on the tackle, and the Crusaders pick it up. He came in from the far side of the field,
but then
picked up the pass.
Take over.
So it's a
First and 10
completed
from their own
pass.
15.
And then the fumble, and the Crusaders will pick it up. First and 10. What a nice thrown, well-thrown ball under pressure. But unfortunately, the Sharks fumbled it. Big break for the Crusaders as they get the turnover. The pitch goes to Spooner, turns it upfield on the far side. Flags come back in the backfield. He'll pick up about 3, maybe 4, and it's going to be probably a holding call as it came from the back. We'll have to see. So the penalty is going to be on the Crusaders.
Call is against the Crusaders. That'll really play a first down.
So it'll still be first down. Personal foul against the Crusaders.
Against the Crusaders. Loss of 10.
So it's a 10-yard penalty. Still first down for the Crusaders.
First down.
Again, this time coming right at you is Brandon Rudolph. Rudolph spins away from one and then ends up getting tackled by a couple.
16.
Gets it out to the 16-yard line.
2nd and 9 from the 16.
2nd down and 9 from the 16-yard line. And they're going to take a timeout. A timeout on the field taken by the Sharks.
Monomoy takes timeout.
With the score, the Carver Crusaders 40. The Monomoy Sharks 23-25 remaining. This is Crusader football on CCAT. .323. Clock ticking fairly out of the under center. Spooner goes in motion. It's going to be McGrath. McGrath finds a hole up the middle of the yard. He's going to pick up a first down for the Crusaders.
McGrath on the carry. That's a Crusader first down.
Out to the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 from the 30.
Brandon Rudolph. Rudolph cuts in, and he's going to get a lot of passion, but tried to cut it to the inside, but slipped on the wet field down there, but gets the first down inside Shark territory at the 47-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Crusaders. Handoff goes to Spooner. Spooner pick up about 3.
McGrath on the carry. Picks up 4. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6 from the 43.
Minute and a half left right here in the 3rd. Spooner goes in motion. He'll get the pitch, tucks the ball away, picks up the first down, cuts it to the inside, spins, and then is tackled. But he'll move the chains.
Crusader first down. 1st and 10.
1st and 10.
35-yard line.
They'll spot the ball at the far side of the field at the Monomoy 35-yard line. You're wondering where the town of Monomoy is. It is actually a combination of Chatham and Harwich making up their sports programs. Inside handoff again. This time going to Brandon Rudolph. Rudolph will pick up about 9 on the play.
9 on the carry by Rudolph. 2nd and 1.
Actually about 9.5. He's real close to a first down. And it looks like the deflation of the Sharks here in the 3rd after a series of turnovers, one by the Crusaders and the other by the Sharks. To open up the second half, Spooner barrels through the pile, and he'll move the chains after a gain of 3. They'll give the signal. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Crusaders.
Ladies and gentlemen, that'll be the end of
And that'll end the third quarter here at War Memorial Stadium at Carver High School with the score. The Carver Crusaders 40, the Monomoy Sharks 20. We'll have more on CCAT. First and 10 for the Crusaders at the 26-yard line. Spooner, flags fly. Spooner gets it across the 10, down to about the 8, but there's a flag.
Flags on the play.
We'll have to see what the call is. It's going to be holding against the Crusaders. They're going to bring this one back. That's true. First, and there wasn't one holding. That's right. There wasn't one holding call in the first half. And anytime you get close to that second stick, it seems to be a holding call. Holding call coming up. Strike side right for the Crusaders. The pitch is to Spooner again, and he's going to be hit after a gain of a couple. And there is a Monomoy Shark player down on the field. And we're going to have an official injury timeout here. Brandon Rudolph cuts through and takes a hit. And he's going to be shy of the first down, I believe.
Third down.
Yep, it's going to be third down. Actually, it's about. We're going to call it 3. Third down and 3. The Crusaders bring themselves up and out of the huddle. And now another whistle and another timeout taken by the Sharks.
Monomoy time.
That's Spooner for another touchdown. Jake Spooner.
Crusaders. 15-yard touchdown run.
Jake Spooner picks up another touchdown for him. That is his third touchdown. That was a 15-yarder. With the conversion on the way. They're going to try for the extra point. It is no good. And we'll turn around and bring it back upfield with the time out of the field with the score. The Carver Crusaders 46, the Monomoy Sharks 20, 7:59 remaining here in the fourth. 46-20 here are the Carver Crusaders. I got to wonder what the record is for the most points scored by a Crusader football team. I think they might be knocking on the door. Yep, doesn't get any better than that. Monomoy still on his feet. And now finally brought down by Zach Burt.
Monomoy returns the ball to their own 38-yard line, 1st and 10.
Timeout by the Crusaders this time here, I believe. So a charge timeout to the Crusaders. Talking about that front line, they have played well all game. Barrows, DeShaw, Willis, Evan Ouellette. They've all played very well this one. Out of the shotgun. He just took a hit. Yeah, it's going to be really rough in the passer there. First and 10 now after the penalty. Ball at the 47-yard line. Locked up after a loss of a yard.
Second down.
Second down and 10. For the Sharks. .5:43 remaining. Quarterback keeps it, jukes and jives, and he'll pick up about 8 on the play. They're going to give him the first down, and they're going to move the chains.
First and 10, Monomoy. First and 10 inside Crusader territory at the 36.
Clock running with 5 minutes remaining. Sharks come out of the huddle. Sharks are set. Ball is snapped, but there's some confusion at the line. Flags are thrown. We'll see what the call is. It's going to be a false start against the Sharks. They're going to move it back
against the Sharks.
5 yards.
Declined.
They'll decline the penalty.
Second down.
Second down and about 16.
Picks up 3 to the 39.
Sharks roll off on that left side of the line for a pickup of 4. Clock running with 4:09 remaining. Back to throw. Looks, fires, incomplete.
Pass is incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down.
And now that'll be 4th down. See what the Sharks do here. Fourth down. Sharks are going to go for it here. They throw it up. And Joey Poirier can reel it in. Almost intercepted. had his receiver beat. And with 2:49 remaining, there's a timeout on the field with the score. The Carver Crusaders 46. The Sharks from Monomoy 20. We'll have more on CCAT. So now the Crusaders with 2:44 remaining bring in the second squad. Chris Willis, the freshman, at the helm. His brother Sean now coming in there. And they'll have it 1st and 10. The handoff from Willis to Willis. Willis will pick up about 5 on the play.
Picks up 4. 2nd and 6 from the 45.
Second down and 6 to go. With the clock running with 2:11 remaining. There's the handoff. And the Crusaders get it close to a first down. They're going to be shy by about half a yard.
3rd and 1, just shy of midfield.
It's going to be 3rd down and 1. They're a half a yard. Strong side right for the Crusaders. Willis hands off. That goes to McSweeney. Skylar McSweeney is down the sidelines. Skylar McSweeney is headed to the end zone. And he is going to be just shy. Down to the 1 yard line. Skylar McSweeney.
Skylar McSweeney. He brings
The freshman running back, 5'11", 160 pounds.
Four-yard line.
He gets it down to the 4 yard line. And the Crusaders have it 1st and goal to goal. It's Willis. Chris bangs into the end zone for a touchdown.
Touchdown.
So a pair of
Chris
freshmen
Willis.
combined for the Crusaders to put 2 more on the board. With the conversion coming in 53 seconds. The Crusaders on a 52-0 run, a 52-20 romp of the Monomoy Sharks. They're going to go for 2 here. They'll pick up the conversion. As we turn around and bring it back upfield now with the score, the Crusaders 54, Monomoy Sharks 20. So the scoring went this way. There was a lot of it by the Carver Crusaders that started out the game by Jake Spooner, who ended up with 3 touchdowns. Chris McGrath, he ended up with a pair of touchdowns. Brandon Walsh also added a touchdown. And by the time the end of the first half,
October 18th, next home game in 2 weeks. October 18th.
the score was the Crusaders 32-20, and then with Jake Spooner, He got a 15-yarder here in this half. Coach Mike Frekalasi puts in his second string. Skylar McSqueeny tried it downfield to the 4-yard line, and then Chris Willis kept it off, making it 54-20. And that's where we stand right now with 30 seconds to go here in this one. Pretty much all academic, so a terrific homecoming for the Carver Crusaders. And once again, congratulations to this year's homecoming king and queen, Sam Reed and Kerry Welch. And of course the homecoming court, Ben Bonifant, Brittany McCarron, Josh Goodman, Corrine Sherwood, Tyler Johnson, Jessica Rizzuto, Tristan Marshall, and Jess Ferguson. So congratulations, enjoy the homecoming dance, everybody, and make sure it's a safe one here at Carver High School. 9 seconds remaining, and they're going to wind it down here. And that's going to do it. Your final score, as the Carver Crusaders have picked up their first victory in quite many years. Nice to see you. Nice to meet you. The Carver Crusaders beat the Monomoy Sharks by a score of 54-20. It's been a long time coming for this group, and they got to be a happy group leading out tonight. It was a terrific game played by them and both the Monomoy Sharks. Once again, your final score here at War Memorial Stadium: the Carver Crusaders 54, the Monomoy Sharks 20. I'm Doug Lazard for Rich Goulart, Roger King. That's going to do it for us, for all of us at CCAT. This is Crusader Football. So long for now.